This is from page 12 of the Math Mechanic Fractions and Mixed Numbers edition. Comparing fractions mathematically. You can compare fractions by taking each fraction and dividing the numerator by the denominator. The fraction whose division yields the larger result is the larger fraction. In this example, we are going to compare the fractions 1/2 and 2/3 to see which one is the larger fraction. To compare fractions, divide the numerator by the denominator. Again, I will repeat. Divide the numerator, which is the number on the top of the bar, by the denominator, which is the number below the bar. So in 1/2, the number above the bar is 1. The number below the bar is 2. So we will divide 1 by 2. 1 divided by 2 equals 0.50. So the next fraction is 2/3. 2 is the number above the bar. 3 is the number below the bar. Again, I will repeat. The numerator is 2, which is the number above the bar. The denominator is 3, which is the number below the bar. So, we will divide 2 by 3. Divide 2 by 3. 2 divided by 3 equals 0.67. So now we will compare the results. 0.67 is larger than 0.50. 0.67 is larger than 0.50. So, since 0.67 is larger than 0.50, 2/3 is larger than 1/2. Again, to repeat, 0.50, which is the result of dividing 1 by 2, 2/3, which is 0.67, which is the result of dividing 2 by 3, 0.67 is larger than 0.50. Therefore, 2/3 is larger than 1/2. 2/3 is larger than 1/2. In the next example, we are going to compare the fractions 4/5 and 3/4. Remember, we divide the numerator by the denominator. We divide the numerator by the denominator. So in the first fraction, the numerator of 4/5 is 4. The denominator of 4/5 is 5. So we divide we divide the numerator, which is 4, by the denominator, which is 5. The result is 0.80. Okay? The next fraction is 3/4. The numerator of 3/4 is 3. The denominator of 3/4 is 4. We divide the numerator by the denominator. 3 divided by 4 equals 0.75. So now we compare the results of each division. 0.80 is larger than 0.75. 0.80 is larger than 0.75. Therefore, 4/5 is larger than 3/4. Again, 0.80 is larger than 0.75. Therefore, the fraction of 4/5 is larger than the fraction of 3/4. 4/5 is larger than 3/4. Now we move on to the next example. Here we are going to compare the fractions 5/7 and 3/4. We will divide the numerator by the denominator in each fraction. The numerator of 5/7 is 5. The denominator of 5/7 is 7. So we will divide 5 by 7. 5 divided by 7 equals 0.71. Five divided by 7 equals 0.71. Now we do the same with the next fraction, 3/4. The numerator of 3/4 is 3. The denominator of 3/4 is 4. So we divide the numerator, which is 3, by the denominator, which is 4, and the result is 0.75. Three divided by 4 equals 0.75. 0.75. Now we compare the results. 0.75 is larger than 0.71. Therefore, 3/4 is larger than 5/7. 0.75 is larger than 0.71. Therefore, 3/4 is larger than 5/7. 3/4 is larger than 5/7. In this example, we are going to compare the fractions 6/8 and 6/10 to see which is the larger fraction. To do this, we will divide each fraction's numerator by its denominator. Whichever fraction's division result is larger will be the larger fraction. We will start with the fraction 6/8. The numerator of 6/8 is 6. The denominator is 8. So we will divide the numerator, which is 6, by the denominator, which is 8. 6 divided by 8 is 0.75. Next, we will do the same with the fraction 6/10. The numerator of 6/10 is 6. The denominator is 10. So we will divide the numerator, which is 6, by the denominator, which is 10. 6 divided by 10 equals 0.60. Now, we will look at the results of each division. 0.75 is larger than 0.60. 0.75 is larger than 0.60. Therefore, 6/8 is larger than 6/10. Again, to repeat, since 0.75 is larger than 0.60, 6/8 is larger than 6/10.